I'm Doug Roxburgh and welcome to Go on Shaw TV. Today we're bringing up a subject that touches many. 4,000 Canadians and 1 million people worldwide succumb to suicide each year. It's a subject that doesn't get brought up, but today we're bringing it out in the open because we want to have an open and honest discussion with it. So stick around for this episode of Go. And Craig Mommy, well, he's always up to his shenanigans. Let's find out what he's up to right now. At St. Kateri School with Monica Mankowski from the Fort McMurray Catholic School Board. And I mean, it is a very important day today. It is World Suicide Prevention Day. What are the Catholic schools doing for this day?
All our schools are increasing awareness with our students and our families in regards to World Suicide Awareness Day. We are asking children the question, what is this about, explaining it to them. And the second thing is we want them to have the tough conversations with their friends. So with our counselors and our teachers, being able to ask tough questions and then giving them the information about the crisis helpline, and that we have staff and teachers and families that can help them should they need it at any point.
This is a very, very touchy subject, and a number of families are affected by this. 4,000 Canadians every year have suicide-related deaths. Why is it important to bring up this subject?
It really is about prevention and supporting our families. You know, what we found last year is when we had those conversations with children, children were very aware. And so by opening the door, they could talk freely about anything.
We're going to speak with some other solutions a little later on to talk about suicide in general, because obviously this is a subject that should be brought up and should be made aware to a number of different people. In the meantime, we're going to check in with another charitable organization right here on Shaw TV. Back at St. Kateri School this time with Ali Warnes from some other solutions and suicide, a very preventable disease. But are we able to elaborate on that? Because it does affect a number of Canadians.
Yes, the stats are extremely high in terms of suicide, and even higher for those that attempt suicide, especially among northern remote communities. And it is preventable, and that's why at some other solutions we are doing everything we can to raise awareness in the community and work with schools on days like today for World Suicide Prevention Day to get people talking about suicide and remembering those that we've lost in the community.
And it's a touchy subject, and a lot of people who have, I mean, the thoughts that we don't want to have, essentially, sometimes they can't find a way to reach out and talk to someone, but there are ways to do that, right?
Definitely. Well, when people are having suicidal thoughts, there's a number of ways that they can do it. Of course, we always encourage people to talk to their friends or families that they can trust. However, people don't feel comfortable doing that because they don't know even how to express it themselves. They don't understand what they're going through, what their mental health issues are. And so, unfortunately, they recluse, and it can, you know, snowball into a point where they feel like they have no hope, and then they can end their lives.
And kids can get help too, right?
Of course.
How can they get help?
They can call our 24-hour crisis line. Their parents can call if they don't know what to do and they need coaching to support their children. Kids can also contact Kids Helpline. They can go onto their website, kidshelpphone.ca, which is another great way of communicating with a counselor, because it's through chat, and kids are often more apt to maybe communicate via computer, so they can actually chat with a counselor.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Ali. It is a very touchy subject, and it's important that we bring this to light. We're going to check in with our local weather forecasts. Before we leave St. Kateri School, I figured we'd meet up with school counselor Rachel Quito, because she wanted to talk about the zone program in a little bit more detail, and it deals with all emotions for kids, right?
It does. So the Zones of Regulation program is something that we've immersed ourselves in here at St. Kateri School. And what's beautiful about the program is it's really, really kid-friendly. And the reason why I say that is because there's 4 different colors and 4 different zones for the kids. So there's the blue zone, green zone, yellow zone, and red zone. And each feeling or each emotion really comes with one of the colors. So for example, if you're feeling sad, you'd be in the blue zone. If you're feeling anxious, you'd be in the yellow zone. If you're feeling angry, you'd be in red. And then if you're feeling very happy, you'd be in green. And so what we've done is we've had these beautiful visuals all over our school. And it's just a great reminder for kids to use the Zones of Regulation program to stop, to think about their choice, and then to make the best choice that's for them.
A very important program. Thank you so much, Rachel, for explaining the program in detail. You're watching Go on Shaw. I'm Doug Roxburgh, and we'll see you, well, when we see you.